as per is tradition, we're going to do 1 through 5, 7. Woo! So, starting off, 1, Weber State, grand champs. At NCAA, man, they were on the band shell working it.
I'm pulling up their... You have their routine?
I have it pulled up.
Oh, sweet. No, this is sick. I love a team in purple.
Lots of standing falls. Classic NCAA.
Hand ski. Pop through to 1.
Yeah, so tumbling literally in every direction.
Full, hand, full.
Right.
That poor guy on...
Poor guy. He's not even insane. Exhausted.
Nope. You love a pyramid like that.
Oh, 2 on 1. They have my heart.
Yeah. It's like your favorite collegiate pyramid.
It's just a flex as a dude.
They knew it. They knew it too. Oh, look at this guy in front. He's so emotional. That was good cheerleading.
Yeah, I mean, I have it in notes later, but Utah showed out.
Yeah.
Weber State won, and then all-girl D1, Utah Valley University won.
That's right.
The West is rising in cheerleading. Normally, you know, I know in Colorado, we obviously hype up Colorado, but in comparison to other states in the South and on the East Coast, cheerleading is much lesser out here, especially when you get into states like Utah and Nevada, those West Coast states for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing 2 national championships, co-ed and all-girl.
And I guess when I
go Utah.
This may show how out of touch I am with NCAA books, but after watching NCAA nationals this year, I guess I just assume, or even like in my predictions, favored the Texas schools, because I know that COVID-wise, that was kind of playing into my predictions. Of
that was a big part of my predictions as well.
Yeah, because I know in Texas things weren't as shut down as they were like here. Mm-hmm. So I kind of thought, well, Utah's going to be somewhat shut down like we are. That didn't stop them at all. And maybe they did have some of the same things we ran into, and they just fought through it.
Totally.
So that was really fun to watch, and I know we got some heat.
Boom. Roasted.
On Twitter of like, y'all totally missed Weber State. I'm like, yes, we did, but now I'm aware. And like I said, I love a good team in purple.
Yep, you love seeing a team in purple win.
Yeah.
So to our 3, I think that the most anticipated part of NCAA at Daytona was Trinity versus Navarro, in that we had cheer from the year before, or I guess from 2 years before 2019's event, recording it and the lead up to that, and then we got 2020's taken away, so the anticipation for this division with only 2 teams was literally at its all-time high.
Right.
So many non-cheer people were concerned about how it was going to shake out, and so Trinity Valley took it home. I mean, they had a rockin' performance both days. Navarro kind of had some issues on day 1 and day 2, kind of left the door open, and Trinity Valley said, yep, everybody's watching, here we go. So that was exciting to watch.
That was, both teams looked great, but Trinity took it home. They looked better. So supposedly Cheer 2 for Netflix was being filmed.
Yeah, lots of rumors of camera people around.
So we'll see, because the rumor was that they were not just filming Navarro this year, or for this season, they were also filming Trinity Valley. Yeah. So
TBD.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that would be interesting, because it was nice seeing Navarro's side, but now if we got to see both sides of the rivalry, you could fall in love with both, because I think after Cheer came out, everybody fell in love with Navarro. It'll be cool. Hopefully that rumor's true. That'd be neat to watch. I would enjoy that aspect of it.
Yeah, definitely. And then 5.
Moving on to 5. So 5, West Georgia program sweep. All girl and co-ed took it home this year for the UCA College Nationals. So that was really cool to kind of be on pins and needles, because this was the first year West Georgia co-ed was up against Moorhead.
In D1, yeah.
In D1. Mm-hmm. So that was both, again, great routines. But kind of the cool thing, and kind of the part about this 5 we wanted to mention, was the video that went viral of the entire program doing back handspring double ups.
Yeah, so essentially they did a program sweep while doing program boodoos for their elite. So boodoos being back handspring double ups. And I actually messaged Brian and Nicole earlier before this, and I was like, all right, we're going to talk about that. How do I say this? Is it boodoo? And they're like, yeah, we don't love the name. It just kind of got shortened to that. And I was like most things, like...
Totally.
So they said, back dubs, back doubles, or like boofus, back handspring full ups. And so then since it was, back handspring double up, it got the boodoo name. So the boodoo has kind of stuck, even though some people may not love it. I think they love the result of those athletes putting in that work, learning those skills, perfecting those skills, and then, like you said, that video that did go viral of them all on the mat at the same time. All the co-ed ones, all the all-girl ones, doing just incredible skill work. So
sickening.
Good job, West Georgia, just all around.
They looked good.
And then... Number 7,
the 50-50 scoring that happened this year in person and virtual. So obviously we know virtually you got the 50-50 scoring. So you got your first tape to submit, got your scores, and then you got your second tape, got your scores, and then they combined them. So because of that, there was some shakeups at the top when we hit our top 3 at college nationals in person. Now, I know that you and I had this conversation. Was this a good year to do that when everybody just felt grateful to compete again?
Right.
But also everybody got to make finals. So it's like, okay, but we didn't ask for everybody to make finals.
But you also do because you want to make sure it's a worthwhile trip.
Totally.
After this crazy year, and with knowing that, limited parks, limited activities at the hotel, it's like, yeah, you should go compete twice and not make it a $20,000 one performance trip. But yeah, like you said, was this the year? Yes, no.
I will say, what I enjoyed about it is on day 1, I saw a hell of a lot more fight than we normally do. I just remember watching college nationals, like we do every year. We have a little watch party and we have people over, but prelims is always just like crash and burn. I saw so many, especially on the co-ed side, maybe a misfire in catching thighs and just holding those top girls' feet so their feet do not touch the ground. They were fighting so hard against those deductions. And so I kind of liked that because I know these college coaches were going into those back hallways and they were like, you fight. You make sure there are as little deductions on that score sheet as possible, and because both of them mattered for finals.
Yeah, well, and I think on the opposite side of that is there were a lot of teams that were struggling because the amount of preparation that you could have this year in advance, there weren't as many local competitions with the season shift. Teams weren't able to kind of typically do their full preparation. So I know day 1 there was a lot of struggle. Like you said, there was a lot of fight. But there was a lot of struggle, so I think a lot of people underestimated the power of having the combined scores. But I think that was smart on UCA because at UCA we all know execution is key for doing well. You hit, you're going to place high. And so I think UCA was smart in saying, okay, if it's been an off year, a lot of people might kind of tone down their difficulty so that they can have success on the mat, which is an admirable thing to do, the correct thing to do as a coach. You want to be able to have your kids hit and you don't want to make it a gamble, but you don't also want to leave the door open. And I think UCA made sure that you couldn't, leave their door open in regards to questions about the scoring and the placings, so that you had to have difficulty and you had to have execution to be at the top.
You ready for this? Who live is us? Who lit is this? Who real is us? We too legit. We are.